everyone, Hammsuke here, and welcome back to Cosmoteer, the game where we play as explosive ordnance litterbugs since 4072. Let us continue. Alright, so where did we leave off? Yes, so, what was the challenge? This was a veteran. Alright. So, nothing too crazy, hopefully, but we'll see. I guess a little behind the scenes things. I recorded these on separate days, so hence why, actually, I should be doing this instead. Yeah. Alright, so, yeah, like I was about to say, my ship is faster in reverse, so that's why I'm doing this, but yeah, yeah, I'm recording each part on a separate day, just so I have a chance to recharge my energy and voice, and yeah. Yeah, I've recorded a bunch of these in advance, and then I'm slowly going back through and editing them bit by bit, and, just recently, just for a little behind the scenes things, I just recently edited part 2, and, sorry, part 3, correction. And yeah, I do formally apologize about that. I sound so tired. So, who do I want to go for first? Tough choice. I think I'll go for these two. Yeah. Alright, so let's close the range a bit. Like so. So yeah, fun little story, little behind the scenes. So, I recorded part 1, that went fine. Then when I went to record part 2, it was the next day. And I go to record it, but I accidentally left my game audio unmuted. Like, you could hear it through the microphone. And I'm like, ooh. And I was like, basically done the entire sector as well. So, oops. Wah wah. And so that basically means the entire recording I had to redo, essentially. Oh hey, these guys are getting chummy. Yeah, Okay, they're flying away. Excellent. Right. So let's see what we got here. We have... Ooh, 2 new ships we haven't seen yet. A Hook. Hook, which, aside from the starting ship, Model S? Oh, no, sorry, Model C. Aside from the starting ship Model C, I believe this is the cheapest ship in the game that has a cannon, which, yeah, that's cool. Obviously, no match for my weapons, but still. And then we get this Saucer, which, okay, that is a pretty cool design for a ship. Not gonna lie. Unfortunately, it's not really gonna pose much of a threat to me, neither of these, so they should be fairly straightforward, but still cool ship nonetheless. Anyway, like I was saying, so... Excuse me. Like I was saying... So yeah, I recorded all of part 2, and when, by the end of it, I realized, oh, I can't use any of this, so I had to go back and basically re-record all of part 2, which was frustrating. Did I even see me? I'll get a little closer. Yeah, it's only cannons, nothing to worry about. Cannons aren't the longest range weapons, like, they're basically pretty standard. I believe they are longer than lasers, but whatever. So yeah, anyway, good, they finally do notice me. Senpai sees me. So, right, like I was saying, keep this one in mind. We got a good range on them, but yeah. Alright, I'll explain my story in a moment. Well, there goes a cannon. That was quick and easy. And then... come on, get the reactor, get the reactor! Yay! Perfect. Alright, so, yeah, that was one ship down. Sorry, I cannot finish my story for the life of me today, apparently. Right, so I had to go back, re-record the entire video. Hence why part 2 goes pretty smoothly the second time round, because I have a better idea of who I'm fighting, and I don't make the same mistakes. I think the failed recording I made a blunder where I blew my ship up. Re-recording it, I don't make that blunder. And so it goes pretty quickly, only about half an hour. Then I'm thinking to myself, oh yeah, this is great. I'm on a roll, I got this, no problem, easy peasy. But then, well, I decide, you know what, let's do part 3 at the same time, basically. So I go to record part 3, and it starts fine, but by the end of it, like, it takes a lot longer than anticipated, and as a result, yeah, I find myself getting a little bit burned out, and at the time I didn't know how bad it was or anything, but like, listening back to it after the fact, I'm like, oh, yeah, no, that's pretty bad. Yeah. I guess the other thing is, like, this is my first Let's Play after the reboot. Like, I've done a bunch of, like, one-off videos, but, yeah, this is a first full-on, continuous series Let's Play, and, yeah, so there is a bit of a learning curve to doing Let's Plays, apparently. Yeah, everyone else makes it look so easy, but, yeah. Just trying to find things to talk about all the time can be a bit of a challenge. No, apparently, yeah. Also, yeah, this ship is just melting. Its front completely evaporated. It's only got the one reactor left, and it's already pretty heavily damaged, and we can see there's quite a lot of fire, too. Ooh. I'm surprised that didn't take it out, but, you know, got lucky, I guess. Oh, it's, dead in the water. Hey! The missile got it. Sweet. Alright, so, let us proceed. So yeah, that is my fun story of the behind the scenes. Thankfully, recording these have been pretty smooth ever since. Although, actually, I will... You know what? Screw it. Because this is apparently the behind-the-scenes episode where I talk about the production side of things, because I can, something I want mildly annoyed about, something I want to complain about a bit. Okay, so who do we got? Let's see. We got a striker. Ooh, that is a lot of electro bolts. Obviously not a problem for me, but, you know, cool. And a trapper. Okay, that is hilarious. Of all the ships in the game that could have been paired together, the game just happened to pair essentially the matching ships. Like, these are twin ships. Striker, as you can see, lots of electro bolts and two laser blasters, and 2 reactors as well, just to fuel all of these electro bolts, because electro bolts are very power hungry, as one might imagine. Hey, you clunked into each other. and then this other one, which again, more electro bolts. And so these two ships are sort of twins of each other, which is kind of cool. I love that you have these two variations of the same ship. And like these were original base game ships, not fan-made ships. But annoyingly, they're moving up and down so much, my ship can't seem to get a lock on. Owl. Yeah. Weirdly enough, okay, I don't get this. This seems counterintuitive, but I find the mines easier to see, like better contrast, red on red than red on yellow. You would think that the red on yellow, or like tan, I guess. Yeah, it's tan. Red on tan would be a better contrast, but no, red on red apparently has really good contrast here. I don't know. I'm sure some color theorists could explain that to me. I don't understand. Maybe it's just the brightness. I think, yeah, it's probably the value of it. Like, this background red is much darker, whereas this one's very light, and then the little light beams are very light. So, light on light, hard to see. Light on dark, better contrast. Yeah, okay, I've explained it to myself. Never mind. The random things I get distracted by. Speaking of distractions, come at me. Let's see. So, right. So something I was gonna be complaining about. So the way I have recording right now, I have the game running. I got a new desktop, which is wonderful. I'm loving this machine, by the way. But yeah. Well, there goes one. And almost. It's just a flying frame at this point. Honestly, it kind of reminds me of... Has anyone seen has anyone seen 101 Dalmatians 2? If you haven't, I don't blame you. Fair enough. But if you have, there's a scene early on in that film where Cruella de Vil... even in the first film as well, but I think it's more exaggerated in the second film, there's a scene where Cruella de Vil drives her car down the street, but it's clearly seen better days, and so, like, parts and bits constantly are falling off the vehicle as it's driving down the road, and by the end it's just like a frame wheel and a steering wheel or something. It's like everything's gone. Like, this kind of reminds me of that, just flying an empty frame. Well, annoyingly I took out the control system, so it's just adrift, but thankfully that's what our rockets are for. So as soon as we hit at least one of these, the whole thing should go kaboom. And of course it goes for the wrong one. What's it gonna do? I mean, I could target, but that would require me to click once. So much effort. Nah. And there we go. Alright, so, you know what? Let's save the big guy for last. We're on a roll. Let's continue going after these little guys. So yeah, like I was saying, so, the video is being recorded on my desktop, through OBS. And then, right now, I need to get a better microphone setup, but right now I'm recording via my laptop, with Audacity. And while the recording setup works for the most part, the one big thing which I am frustrated with at the current moment is just a simple fact that I don't know exactly why, but there's a bit of... what's the word I'm looking for? desync. That's the word I'm looking for. Desync. For some reason, the audio and video components don't really line up super well. Like, over an hour, what was it, like 3 seconds over an hour type of thing where the video changes? Or like, I think the video is too... If I'm not mistaken, I believe the video is too fast and the audio is too slow. And so I have to, yeah, in post, I very subtly speed the video up ever so slightly. But if it was just a simple case of, oh yeah, every hour you add, like, speed it up by 3 seconds, that would be fine. I could just do that in post and, you know, you get like a quick frame every, like, I don't know, few seconds, few minutes, I don't know. Probably should target you. You are a falcon, which... Oh yeah, we fought you earlier. Yeah, you were the annoying guy who decided to tag along with every other fight. Speaking of part 2, and then we have an avalanche. I don't think we fought an avalanche, but it's got 2 big juicy raptors, so that'll be fun when it goes up. Oh yeah, I'm definitely getting a little closer than that. Too close for comfort is a phrase I'm looking for. Much too close for comfort. Oh dear. Oh my. Okay, things... I realized I did not quick save once, so, I'm going to quick save now, but it might be too late. Thankfully, I think I can basically buy a brand new ship outright, but, ooh, this might get a little bit dicey. You are the faster, apparently. And you know what? Right now, I don't trust the range on you, so I'm just gonna try to outspeed. Aha! Perfect. Most of your lasers are gone, so excellent. Alright. And there we go. That's 1. Alright. Yeah, you've basically been mutilated, so I don't really have to worry about you much. So, right, I can focus back you, and I can close back into, well, close range. Medium range. Missile range. Detection range. That's the word. Anyway, so yeah, getting back to the editing thing, so... Yeah, yeah, like I was saying, if it was just a simple linear thing where, you know, I'd lose a few frames here and there, whatever. But in editing, or rather, when I edit my ship, it's the most noticeable. And I don't know why, but for some reason, it seems to fluctuate quite a lot, actually, by like a few milliseconds, which might not sound like too much, but like, or maybe a few tenths of a second, I mean, which might not sound like much, but it's noticeable. Oh yeah, I still have to finish you off. Okay, let's finish the job. So yeah, it requires a little bit of editing trickery behind the scenes of basically relining up the video and audio every so often whenever it becomes noticeably desynced. But yeah. Oh, sorry. That's a water bottle I just squished. Yeah, so fun! Yay! I hope you've enjoyed this little behind the scenes talk, because got nothing better to talk about. So yeah, Taking care of most of them. Fine, I will target that. Just to get it done and over with relatively quickly. And yeah. All we have to do now after this is figure out what that vessel is and, well, destroy it. Wonder what it could be. This is tier 3 sector. What they call it? Vanguard? Or veteran? I think it's veteran, right? Veteran. Yeah, Vanguard is a really hard one. Yeah. Yeah, that's Vanguard. I know this game, right? Hey, there we go. Easy peasy, one missile does the trick. Although we did take a bit of damage, so... I'm actually gonna start off at longer range, just to see what I'm up against. How much damage? 21 credits. Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I can afford all of that 21 credits of damage. 9 credits there, 5 credits there, 7 credits there. Ugh. Man, my wallet is aching. Right. So, let's get out the lead. What? Oh, I just repaired this ship. What just happened? Okay, that is annoying. I think I could be wrong about this. I have to go back and watch it, but I think a bit of the enemy debris hit a mine, which made it explode, and one of the shards crashed into my ship. Which, friendly fire. Don't you love it? It's the friendliest of fire. It just wants to hug you in its cold, death-like embrace. Right. So, who are we against now? Drum roll, please. It is... Ooh! We haven't seen one of these yet. Spur X170 or 170. Whatever you prefer. Alright, so what do we have? Well, that's a lot of missiles. That is a lot of missiles. It's also a lot of reactors. And thankfully the control rooms are somewhat well protected, but just looking at it right now, I'm going to guess this ship is going to give me grief. Thankfully it does not, well, I say thankfully, but it does not have detection. It does not have any radar system. So I think now discretion will be the better part of valor. Now we lay a trap. So far we've been pretty headstrong about these fights. We charge in head first and give them everything we've got. Well, this time we're gonna stand back and be patient and bide our time. Keeping a very safe distance outside of the range of the ship. And remember, missiles outrange default vision. So if they can see me, they can shoot their missiles at me. There is no range where they can see me, but they cannot shoot. And they got 4 of them. They got 4 launchers packed to the brim with missiles. Let's see. There's a factory. Okay, so there's only 2 factories, it looks like, but still, an adjacent factory will be quick reloading. But yeah, so fun enough, the intro joke will come true after all. Yeah, we are going to play the role of the pesky litter bug who just completely pollutes space with all of our nasty, disgusting trash. Just completely litters all of space with all of our very unhealthy litter that just, like going through a swamp where every single thing is a bear trap. Don't ask me where I came with that comparison, but unfortunately, this strategy will work eventually. So, while we wait for it, unlike the normal strategy of charging in head first and letting them come to us, this time around, we just have to be patient, bide our time, essentially just throw out as many mines as possible and just completely litter the area with mines. And as they're doing their little random walk, they patrol an area. Eventually, like so, they'll go far away, and then on the return journey, they'll, in theory, come close enough to trigger our mines. Unfortunately, they didn't quite hit them, but, there's still plenty of time, and it's within their sector, their little area, so yeah, just gonna have to be patient. Whoops. Sorry about that. Alright, they're spinning around, so doesn't look like they took much in the way of actual damage. Yeah, no, I don't think they took any damage. Their shields took all of that. Right, doesn't look like there's any mines there, so yeah, again, this is a strategy about patience, just waiting for them to make their mistake. Alright. Excuse me. Again, this is one of the main reasons why having a super powerful reversing engine is so important, is to always maintain that distance from their vessel. Like, it's an interesting catch where I want to be as close as I can, that way I can put as many... Oh, how delightful! I got close enough that my missiles activated, but they couldn't see me. And so, I got a missile off. But, aha! And this is how the strategy goes. The entire area is littered in mines, and so, as they swing around, and they just fly through, yeah, they just blunder into our mines, just out of the blue, and thankfully the AI has no idea where the mines are. They absolutely cannot see them whatsoever, so, which is nice for us. It's nice that they'll just mindlessly drive right into it, just wherever they are. The only problem with this strategy is, yeah, like I said, it's a little bit on the slower side, so like I said, patience and discretion is the better part of valor here, so. And quick saving. Quick saving is also very, very useful. Yeah. I think now is a... What the? Why? Oh, okay, they slightly missed their target, and so they're slowly drifting towards it, I believe. Maybe. Also, this is on fire. I didn't realize that. Oh, never mind. Good design! They put armor here to prevent chain reactions. Huh. They stopped. They have no way of... I think their target is beside them, but they have no way of actually getting to it. Okay. And unfortunately, as beautiful as our cloud of mines are, they won't do as diddly squat. Alright, so... How do I want to deal with this situation? So, option 1, just go for it. Charge in and try to do as much damage as possible. Oh, I just realized. I have vision and I outrange them. And I have missiles. Okay. I have a plan. Right. First of all, I'm gonna go up here. So, yeah, the plan is my missiles technically outrange their missiles, because their missiles only go... Hey, exactly. Their missiles only go as far as vision, but my missiles can go as far as their maximum range. And like I said, missile range is greater than actual... Okay, do you want to stay outside of their... do I want to stay outside of their actual... yeah. Missile range is greater than visual range, and so therefore, if I stay outside, stay far away, I can slowly creep up on them. And let's see, something like this. If I take out their missiles, that'll make life so much easier for me. Of course, I need to quick save. If not, a backup strategy is make my EMP missile launcher useful by giving myself an EMP missile launcher, but I want to refrain from that. Like, I'm already kind of cheating using the missiles, like, it slightly defeats the purpose of the challenge, but yeah, sometimes you end up with ships like this where they just sort of stall out and become dead in the water, and it's like, yeah, it's not really any... Oh, am I slightly outside of range? Yeah. That's mildly annoying. Oh well. Yeah, it's going for the engines because it can see that. Darn. But yeah, it's like, I know it's slightly against the spirit of the challenge, but like, there's literally no way of fighting this with this ship as is, and I guess maybe I could just completely Fort Knox it with so much armor you would not believe. That might work, although the maneuverability of the vessel would also come into question. And really, like, Yes, I guess the one spirit is using a bunch of mines, but the other spirit of the challenge is I want a medium-sized craft that can punch significantly above its weight by essentially taking advantage of dumb AI. And that's exactly what I have. I have a medium-sized craft for 400,000 credits. Yeah, it's 440,000 credits. And it's able to defeat other significantly larger vessels. Granted, this one's slight, I guess, comparable. What is this? This is 60 times 8. Yeah, that is very comparable. So yeah, that's about the same size as my ship. Let's see. Hey, there we go. Ah, wonderful. They are flying once again. Alright, cool. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna maintain this range. My shields should deflect any single volley. I just can't take sustained fire from them. And they, I believe, yeah, they are on fire, so if it spreads, that would be great. If not, whatever. Not the end of the world. Oh yeah, by the way, we were just laying mines endlessly throughout the entire engagement, so if they happen to choose, you know what? I think I'll put on my brave boy pants and actually engage them. But they can probably only get one volley off. By the time they try to get a second volley off, they'll be basically destroyed. So yeah, let's do it. Yeah. But yeah, so I guess the spirit of the challenge, one of the spirits, is the idea of, you know, medium-sized ship being able to punch above its weight class. Ah, well, they've definitely seen me, so incoming counterattacks. Keep an eye on the shields here, but they also means they'll fly right into my extremely densely packed minefield, and boom. And that, kids, is what happens when you just have a completely packed in field of mines. Like, yeah, they just evaporated. Granted, they took some of my shields with them, so it was not for free. But, yeah, no, we completely annihilated them. Oh, well, that's annoying. That's still technically alive. Oh, yes, so it has a reactor. Gotcha. So, yeah, no, that was pretty... That was spectacular. That was a 4th of July fireworks explosion worthy of Cosmoteer. Alright, so what are you again? Okay, you don't have a factory, so I don't care. You can... Yeah. I can get nice and close. You only got 3 missiles. Once those are gone, you're done for. So, yeah. That was a thing of beauty. Like, that was spectacular. Ah, man, I love that. Yeah. Hopefully we'll get a few more of those before this playthrough's over, but... Yeah. That was fun. Hey. Yeah, just got to clean up the scraps here. Nah, shattered. Hey, there we go. Ah, that mine survived. Alright, so this is this sector clear. Redundant sentence redundant. What was this? Oscular 11. Okay. Right. Moving along. Where to next? You are an elite. Right. Yeah. Alright, so yeah, I think I'll take care of this, which is a last veteran, and then I'll move on to elites. So yeah. Yeah, I really enjoy watching the crew just run about and filling up all the stations. It's just so oddly satisfying. And the noises these FTL drives, I think I mentioned it earlier in part 1, but I love the sound of the FTL drives winding up. Ding! We are ready to go. Alright, Zeta Plutonium. What was that? No, sorry. There we go. Zeta Plutonium. Plutonium. And Zeta Plutonium. I'll just call it that. That would be 8. Zeta Plutonium 8. Cool. Veteran. Anyway, so yeah, we'll be tackling this sector next time. Let's see, what do we even have here? Another double fight, a single, a double, and a double. So yeah, getting quite a few of these double fights. And if I believe in later sectors we can even get triple fights. Ooh, that guy's getting awfully close. Don't get closer, you'll you'll spoil the surprise. Alright, before the surprise is spoiled, we gotta have something for a cliffhanger for next time. Anyway, yeah. We'll tackle this next time. So, this has been Hamster Boy. And you have a great one, folks. Take care.